Loomian Legacy is no stranger to new typings, but as these typings are rebranded from Pokemon, it really leaves the question of, will they add new types to the game? Now, in today's video, I'm going to be creating new Loomians and looking at possible weaknesses, type advantages, and more in today's video. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you go down there, like, and subscribe. I know 60% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you would, go down there, hit the subscribe button, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, to start off, let's go with something that is a little bit unknown, right? So we obviously have, all of your basic types inside of Loomian Legacy. We have your stuff like fire, water, and plant. You have your stuff like light, ancient, but there really isn't a digital type. Yes, I'm talking about a digital type. Now, this would have been perfect for Sephiroth City, and it's honestly a shame that they didn't add it. So, what could a digital type Loomian look like? Well, here is my mock-up for a possible digital type Loomian. So, as you can see right here, it's got, just a basic component of obviously a digital type Loomian. So it's got some little bit of like green running through it, and it's all around just looks like a, kind of cyber Pokemon. And in the back, it has a little kind of USB inside of it, just to add that much more to it, and its face can actually be turned around to make different expressions. Now, as far as things like weaknesses and defenses go, this Loomian is pretty ranged. And what I mean by that is, it is pretty ranged in terms of weaknesses and, super effective moves. So let's start out. What is the digital type weak to? So the digital type is weak to earth, water, ice, and fire. Earth, obviously, because if you throw a stone, at a computer, it's going to break. If you pour water on a computer, it's going to break. If you pour ice onto a computer, fire onto a computer, it's all going to break. Now, what is digital strong against? Well, I would say digital is strong against metal and electric. Now, of course, metal, because that is what most computers are made up of. It kind of harnesses the base power of that, but then going into something like electricity, as it does feed off of electricity to run. Now, water, if it tried to attack a water type Loomian, then it would have no effect. And this is kind of the format that we're going to be doing for all of these new typings. But yeah, so this was the digital type. Let's go on to our next typing. Alright, let's get into probably the most wanted type for a Loomian or even a Pokemon, and that is the sound type. Now, the sound type is pretty interesting. It can bring a lot of new designs to the game, like this one. So, of course, I don't have any names for these. Drop some name suggestions down in the comments below. But yeah, so this right here, it's a pretty cool design. It's got, obviously, a music note on its head, some speakers on its shoulders, and all around just looked really, really awesome. Now, I do think, though, that with an addition of a sound type Loomian, I think that they are going to have to, kind of change things up a bit. They can't just do a bunch of sound and metal type Loomians, just like this one. They could do something maybe like sound and plant, and, obviously base it, maybe something off of Rillaboom or something. I think Rillaboom would honestly be a great sound and grass type. So, let's get into its weaknesses. Now, what is the sound type weak to? Now, it is weak to water, ice, and cosmic. Cosmic, I'll get into later in this video. But water, obviously, because sound waves and, sound waves, whenever they go through water being, well, water, it has less molecules for it to vibrate through, which means it is not as strong in water. Ice, because, it's basically just frozen water. And I guess you could also tie this to ground, I guess, because, you scream into ice or ground, it's not going to do anything. It just absorbs all of the sound. And then cosmic, because cosmic, you think of, the cosmos, cosmic, it is the vacuum of space. Sound physically cannot travel through space. And I guess I should have put that in the no effect, and I actually, we'll move that into the no effect category as well. But what is sound strong against? Sound is strong against air, metal, and mind. Now, air, because sound can obviously travel through air, like I'm talking right now. And then metal, because sound can vibrate faster through metal. And mind, because if you, I don't know, I was just thinking, you scream loud enough, you're gonna hurt somebody's mind or something like that. And for the no effect category, it is going to be ground and cosmic. Alright, so going into our third type out of the four, it is going to be the crystal type. Now, the crystal type would be a subtyping to earth, and of course, it would basically take on a couple of its traits and weaknesses from earth and carry them over. Now, what would a crystal type Loomian look like? Well, to start off, I think we can, just change out Eliguana to add the crystal type into it. I think Eliguana definitely could get something like a crystal type. It definitely does look like one, and it does reference, obviously like gems and stuff. So let's get into a new crystal type design right here. So as we can see, it is a giant Loomian based off of a geode, and it has a big old rock in the center of it, as well as some arms on the side. Kind of looks sort of like Gigalith in a way, and then obviously 2 eyes in the middle. So yeah, this is what a possible crystal type could look like, and what would it be weak to? Now, crystal type would be weak to metal and brawler. Now, obviously metal, because you take something like a pickaxe, you hit crystal, you mine the crystal, you break the crystal with it. And I was thinking maybe brawler because, you just, I don't know, punch the crystal or something and it breaks. I have no clue. And then what would it be strong against? Well, it would be strong against earth, bug, and light. Now, I'd say earth because it grows inside of earth. It pushes past the earth's boundaries and forms itself. Now, bug because, I don't know, I was thinking kind of like crystallized, like amber maybe, because, obviously bugs get, caught inside of, amber and stuff like that, and get fossilized. And then light, because if you shine light through some crystals, it basically refracts and breaks it up. Now, it would have no effect on electric, because realistically, you try to, electrocute a crystal, you're not going to do anything. Now, this next type is not for the little tiny Loomians like Dusket and Akazune. This is the Cosmic type, and it is meant for the higher up Loomians. Not your little baby Duskets and Akazunes, but something like a final game Loomian, or Loomians. Now, what could one of these look like? Well, here is my example of what a Cosmic type Loomian could look like. Obviously, it is very space-themed. It is very outer-worldly. It literally does not look like a Loomian at all, and that is the whole point. You want it to look like something from a completely different world. Now, obviously, with Cosmic type is going to reserve a slot on one of these legendaries, and it is going to take part of it. So, with this, you're going to see increased stats, but you are not going to be weak to anything, nor are you going to be affected against anything. Now, of course, this is a pretty OP type, but again, of course, this is only going to be for like 2 Loomians. This is going to be for like 2 or 3 Loomians. It's going to be a just really, really secluded type. Now, of course, it would be strong against, I don't know, maybe like, I guess like sound and stuff like that. I didn't want to say it'd be strong against like everything, because of course, Cosmic would be strong against literally everything. You put something in space, right? You put, I don't know, maybe ice in space. It's just ice. It just doesn't do anything. So I guess, I don't know, because of course you don't want to put it in no effect, because then literally no Loomians can hit it. But I don't know. It's a very iffy type, and of course, definitely the, I guess, wackiest of the bunch. But yeah, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on all of these types down in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy these types? Let me know, what types would you guys add to the game? And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you go down and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.